Got y'all another one. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is J motherfucking Salty. Don't forget the J, and don't forget a nigga can get a little salty. As you know, I am the light skin wizard, the light skin therapist, also light skin mystic can take your bitch, and just a light skin nigga in general. For today's video, we're gonna be reacting to the craziest track meet ever. From the thumbnail, there is like some, I don't know what's going on. Apparently some guy got offed by this guy, by the black guy, and apparently like the internet is still kind of supporting the black guy, even though he's the one that basically murdered the white guy. I don't know what's going on, but it's going crazy on the internet. I heard that they did start like a GoFundMe or something like that for both children because one of them is getting arrested. But I did kind of like step away from that and found this video where I can react to this video with y'all, because you know, this is what we do. Yes, I got a bonnet on. Hop off my dick, because I know y'all be on my dick in the comments about my bonnet.
What's up, guys? Before the video starts, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is going to be about a very tragic situation that involves two very young individuals. And you know, as much as I want to cover this situation, making a video about this and making money off of it just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah,
so
facts.
I'm going to link their GoFundMes down below. First link in the description. Regardless of whose side you're on, both families of both parties are going through a whole bunch of bullshit right now, so I highly recommend you donate or at least check it out, see what's good. So yeah, with that being said, on to the actual video.
Oh, the craziest track meet ever.
A while back I made a video talking about how for one season in high school I decided to run track, and it was like the most boring decision of my entire life. And basically
whoa, what the fuck? What does that mean? Track is fun. What do you mean track was boring? I'm already not. Nah, I'm just playing. But track is fun, in my opinion. I loved track when I was in high school. Little fun fact, if you didn't know I ran track in high school, I was ass.
My main complaint was that even if you do the most amount of events you can possibly do as a track athlete, you are still just sitting around for like 3 hours at the least. And when you finally do get to your event,
that'd be the best though. You sitting there with your classmates or people you run track with your group. It'd be the funnest. Like the bus rides there be the best. When Mo Bamba came out, oh my god, we be on the bus playing that all the time. Oh my god, I miss the track meets. Oh my god, I really do.
Event, depending on what it is, it only lasts for like 5 minutes at the most, okay? And if you're a sprinter, it's like 30 seconds. And that's why after that season, I decided to play lacrosse again, because I didn't enjoy waiting around for like 3 hours straight, and like nothing ever happens at track meets. Or at least that's what I would have said up until like 3 days ago, because recently something definitely did happen at a track meet. I would like you guys all to meet Carmelo Anthony. No, not that one, this one right here. And he is a student athlete at Frisco Sentinel High School who is currently being charged with the murder of Austin Metcalf, another student athlete at Frisco Memorial High School. Now, originally I was gonna make this video like a few days ago, but a lot of new information has been coming out about this story, so I figured I'd wait and let it all like pile up before I actually talk about it. Because originally, this kid right here, Carmelo Anthony, he was supposed to be the bad guy. Because not only is he the killer in this situation, the victim is white and he is black. And on top of that, allegedly, the entire murder was just unnecessary. Like, it was not a situation where
what does it say? Oh wait, hold on, let me go back.
Because not only is he the killer in this situation, the victim is white and he is black. And on top of that, allegedly, the entire murder was just unnecessary. Like, it was not a situation.
If y'all want to read this, I'm going to read this with y'all. But I ain't reading it out loud, so y'all better get y'all brains together and start reading this shit on your own. Happens oh
where someone had to be fucking killed. Now, when it comes to the original story that went viral online, basically it all took place at Kai Kendall Stadium, which is basically like a shared venue for all the schools within this district. Now, the way this whole thing even starts is basically each of these schools at this track meet have their own tent reserved for their own student athletes. And for some reason, Carmelo Anthony was underneath the Memorial High School tent, okay, which is the school of the Metcalf twins. And because Carmelo Anthony is a member of another team, the Metcalf twins were like, yo, you gotta get out of here. They tried to kick him out of the tent. 10. And of course, Carmelo Anthony was like, nah, I'm not about to do that. The argument began to escalate, it got physical, and eventually he fucking stabbed Austin Metcalf in the chest, and unfortunately he passed away in his identical twin's arms. Carmelo Anthony then fled the scene, but was eventually arrested by police and is now being held on a $1 million bond.
Police are saying that
$1 million? What? Nah. Yo, at that point, just keep me in there, bro. Yeah, I know damn well I got no family member that's gonna sit there and throw $1 million cash just to get me out of jail. Yeah, it's over. I ain't gonna lie, it's GG's. Unless your dad is Kai Cenat Drake, you not getting out.
17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, who attends Centennial High School, stabbed Metcalf in the chest after a fight at Kirkendall Stadium Wednesday morning. The family says they believe the fight started over a seating issue in the stands at a track meet.
Now, like I said before, based off the story I just told you and what you've probably seen on the internet, this kid is the villain, okay? He fucking murdered a kid at a track meet. What are you talking about? And on top of that, the kid he killed, Austin Metcalf, was a very talented football player with a 4.0 GPA and multiple college offers. And when it comes to Carmelo, the only information that people are spreading about him are photos like these and this. And if you have any level of like reading comprehension, you can probably recognize what's going on here. According to the internet, Carmelo Anthony is a low-life wannabe gun-wielding thug who killed Austin Metcalf, a promising student athlete.
And that's what I saw on Twitter. But one thing about me, I'm not gonna lie, I've told y'all this in my prior videos, is that I don't sit there and give y'all a full opinion until I sit there and get all the information provided to me, and then I will develop my own opinion and say what I want to say. I'm not gonna sit there and ride trends. I ain't gonna sit there and be on agreeing with this or being a yes nigga, this and this. No. That's my opinion. I stand on my opinion. So that is what I did see on Twitter, is that everybody was siding with damn, I don't know, what's his name again? I forgot the other nigga's name. I don't remember, but they were siding with him.
Athlete with a bright future, who also happens to be white. And because of this, he is being posted and shamed all over social media and being portrayed as this ruthless killer who needs to rot in prison. Or at least that's what everyone thought. Because as of recently, a lot more information about the Austin Metcalf Carmelo Anthony situation has surfaced, and it definitely paints a different picture. Like I said before, this guy was underneath another school's tent and was asked to leave by these two kids, and for some reason decided to fucking stab them. Well, it turns out there's actually a lot more context to the situation. First of all, he wasn't just loitering at another school's tent, he had friends there. So it's not like he was trespassing, he was allowed to be there. According to the internet, before this incident took place, the Metcalf twins and Carmelo Anthony did not know each other at all, but allegedly that is also a lie, because before this situation, they actually assaulted his girlfriend and bullied him at a
Okay, so that changes shit. Me personally, if somebody's fucking with my shorty, I'm gonna have some type of animosity towards you. If I didn't, of course, settle that when the situation took place, when it happened. But if I was never able to confront the person, of course, if I see you, it's gonna be some, some tension there. And of course, I'm a pretty confrontational type of person. I'm gonna speak what I need to speak to, talk to. Okay, I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and watch the video because I can't even get my words out.
At a party.
Y'all know what I mean, though.
And tried to fight him, allegedly. Also, remember the photo of him holding up a gun? That's fucking fake. Okay, the gun is a BB gun. They also cropped out the entire photo to show that he doesn't have any white friends. And on top of that, allegedly, these kids right here, the Metcalf twins, they are known bullies. And the internet portrays them as these innocent kids who've done nothing wrong, but in reality, that's not the case. Now, I do want to clarify that all of that information is just from the internet, from people who claim to know the person or claim to be a part of the situation. So, they could be a lie. I don't know. But everything I've mentioned so far is really just for the public's eye, like to see what other people think. When it comes to legally, none of that shit really fucking matters. Like the twins being known bullies and assaulting his girlfriend, and even like the fake airsoft gun photo, none of that fucking matters when it comes to a goddamn murder case. The police are just trying to figure out whether or not the killing was necessary. So when it comes to shit that actually matters, allegedly, the twins didn't just ask Carmelo Anthony to leave, they tried to fucking jump him. Keyword being they. Okay, both of the twins, it was a...
And that's kind of some fuck situation. 2v1 is crazy. Me personally, if you want to sit there and you want to run your rounds, I respect somebody that will sit there and give the respect of a one-on-one. You know, X said it himself. He said, oh, y'all pussy niggas jump me. Nobody give me the respect on a one-on-one. I pin your mans. Nah, I'm just playing. Let me stop.
A 2-on-1. And before they attacked him, they allegedly tried to take his belongings and smashed his phone. And ever since these new rumors have surfaced, a lot of people have been taking Carmelo Anthony's side, talking about how this is just a result of systematic racism. And there is now a new GoFundMe campaign called Free Carmelo Anthony, which is, well, to free Carmelo Anthony. So now hopefully you guys understand what's going on here. Basically, this has kind of turned into a whole race thing on the internet. Carmelo Anthony was portrayed as this violent thug, while Austin Metcalf was portrayed as this innocent guy who did nothing wrong. Now, I'm not saying that Carmelo Anthony is innocent or that Austin Metcalf was a terrible human, but what I am saying is that a lot of people, especially African Americans, have been taking Carmelo Anthony's side, mainly because of his unfair portrayal on the internet. Now, when it comes to my personal opinion, I really don't think I have enough information to make a definitive decision on who was in the right, but what I do think is that making this entire situation about race is not only pointless, it's just harmful. Because like I said before,
because when every race sits there and just tries to clash and tries to fight, like, all it does is just cause more problems for what it is. For what the information that is provided to me now, I still like, we're only 6 minutes in the video, but I feel like pulling out a knife and stabbing somebody, I feel like that was pretty unnecessary. And I feel like that could have been handled a lot differently. Even if, you know, you get jumped, you got your ass beat, but now look at you. One short 10-second decision caused you your life. Shit is just not worth it. And like, when people get mad and start pressing me over some shit, especially if it's a group of people and I'm the only nigga there, I'm just going to sit there and let the niggas have it. Because at the end of the day, one, I value my life, and two, it's just not necessary. Them niggas woke up on the wrong side of their bed. It's not my fault. But I ain't going to sit there and argue with motherfuckers. I don't argue. I try to rationalize and try to have a civilized conversation. But if they don't want to have a conversation, then I don't know what to tell you. There's something mentally wrong with them.
Majority of people who are on Carmelo Anthony's side are African American. Why do you think that is the case? I'm not saying it's wrong. You know, as a matter of fact, I always choose the Asian person's side regardless of the context. Actually, no, I take that back, except for fucking murder, okay? If an Asian guy kills a white dude, I'm gonna take the white guy's side. The dude's a fucking killer. Or actually, no, I might take the Asian guy's side, but that's after I look at the entire situation objectively and see whether or not it was, like, justified or not. Him being Asian does not affect whether or not I think he is guilty. But when it comes to the Carmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf situation, I don't think that is the case. Because of all the new information about Carmelo Anthony that has not been confirmed, by the way, this is all alleged, a lot of black people have blindly come to his side. They just hear surface level information about how Carmelo Anthony is being
really just Twitter.
There's a witch hunt against him because he's black, and they just support him and take his side. And the craziest part, you can't even fucking blame them. Okay, black people have been oppressed ever since the fucking start of time. This is nothing new to them, okay? Why would they question it? Black people have always been oppressed. So it's like, can you really blame them? And I can't be the only one thinking like, yo, this is a fucking murder case. All right, if you're gonna argue about it, argue about the actual facts.
Exactly. Like, just because of somebody, like, just because they the same skin color as you, don't sit there and jump to conclusions. You feel me? You always want it, because then if you don't sit there and do your research, you're just gonna make yourself look stupid on the internet or in person, depending on what the situation is. I like, for my view on everything, I view everybody as equal. I think I do a good job at that. Think so. I don't sit there and try to, like, put anybody on a pedestal or this race is higher than this race or whatever. Everybody's human at the end of the day. Yeah.
Because when you bring race into it, the people who argue about the situation aren't educated individuals about the law, okay? They're just random black people who heard about the story. And same with white people too. And this results in very disrespectful conversations about the situation. And it's just like, fuck, dude, like, come on. A kid was murdered. Like, the other Metcalf twin, the one who literally held his brother in his arms while he passed away, he did an interview, and a bunch of people were saying how he didn't seem, like, sad. And it's just like, what? Are you
No, that's crazy.
Let the kid grieve. His literal twin died. And because of how viral and how much attention this situation has garnered, this kid right here, Carmelo Anthony, he's like the new fucking Rosa Parks. Like, either this kid goes to jail and there's a whole bunch of people who are pissed off about it, or he gets let off on self-defense and there's a whole bunch of other people who are mad about it. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that regardless of what the outcome of the situation is, both families from both sides are going to go through a whole bunch of bullshit that they never asked for, while also dealing with all the bullshit from this case. Like, remember, okay,
y'all gotta understand too, like, for my peoples out there that are doing stupid shit, or my peoples out there that are like in gangs and stuff, y'all gotta understand that the shit that you guys do and the trouble that you guys get bounces right back to your family, bounces right back to your parents, bounces right back to anybody that you, like, your guardian or who you live with. And I feel like I always thought of it like this. This is why I've never sat there and ever made stupid decisions. Like, I'm young. Like, I was young and I've done dumb shit. But, like, I've always thought about, if I do something that is over the ordinary, it's not just going to affect my life, but it's going to affect my mom's. It's going to affect my dad's. It's going to affect my brother, my sister, anything. If I go to jail for something, it's not just going to affect me, but it's going to affect my peers and my family, my friends. It's just how it is. And I feel like a lot of people in this world that indulge in that type of behavior are extremely selfish.
Family, the Metcalfs, they lost a son. And then the Anthonys, Carmelo's family, their son might go to jail for fucking murder. Like they already have shit on their plate. And on top of this, because it has turned into a fucking race debate, people are now, like, sending them probably death threats, fucking with them and shit, sending them hate. And it's like, dude, they don't need all this bullshit. Their son was fucking murdered, okay? And the other son's on trial for it. Like, that's basically what I'm trying to say. That's my personal, opinions on the situation. I think that it's very inappropriate and very harmful to make this a race thing, and that it should be looked at objectively. It should be looked at as colorless.
It should just look at as if these are just people.
It should matter what happened in the situation, who attacked who instigated who felt threatened enough to fucking defend themselves physically. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But the fact that it's become a race thing, and, you know, Twitter's all over that shit, social media is all about that shit, so it's become more of a political issue than it is than a fucking murder case, is basically what I'm trying to say. And I don't think that's okay. For the family, for literally everyone, out of respect, just like everything in general, it's just fucked up. Alright, so when it comes to my final thoughts on the situation, I kind of already gave them, but I guess I'll explain who I think is gonna, what I think the verdict is gonna be. Because like I said before, a lot of the shit I talked about is alleged, alright? It hasn't been proven. There's a lot of other shit that hasn't been brought up in the case. I'm sure more evidence will resurface, more witnesses or whatever.
Yeah.
But, if I had to make an assumption based off the information I have right now, I low-key think this kid might get off on self-defense. Now,
I was just thinking the same thing.
So this might be inaccurate, but basically, when the Metcalf twins went up to Carmelo underneath the tent, that was them instigating it, okay? They provoked the situation. And on top of that, it wasn't just Austin Metcalf, it was both of them, all right? It was a 2-against-1 situation, so, like, low-key, the dude could have felt pretty threatened. This crime also took place in Texas, which has no duty-to-retreat laws. Basically, a duty-to-retreat law means if you're under threat and you can escape and just run without harming the person attacking you, that you should do that, all right? And if you kill them instead, you can be charged with murder because you have a duty to retreat, you know what I mean? But that's usually in, like, pussy states like California or Massachusetts. In Texas, it's free game. You don't have to do that shit. You can just kill the motherfucker. So low-key, the fact that Carmelo Anthony was attacked by 2 different people, he didn't incite the altercation, and he lives in Texas, I low-key think he might get off of this on self-defense. But low-key, at the same time, you could say this kid actually did incite it, because apparently when Metcalf was trying to get him to leave, he was like, touch me and see what happens. And apparently that counts. He said that word for word. Apparently that counts as, like, instigating something or provocating something. I don't fucking know. But the fact that he, like, challenged him to hit him, low-key could fuck him over. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. I'm not a lawyer. I really don't care. Very tragic situation. Like I said before, both of the GoFundMes are down below if you want to go donate. Really try and look at this objectively. If any of you black motherfuckers are watching this, please don't just give it to Carmelo because he's black, you know? Fucking actually see who you think is innocent, because this whole situation is fucked, alright? A family lost their kid. So, yeah, like, or if best case scenario, just donate to both if you can't really decide. I'm gonna donate $100 each. I'm not gonna Not gonna lie, I really don't know how to prove it. I could record myself doing it, but I don't really want to. Either way, that's gonna be the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope I educated at least one of you. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Also, fucking subscribe.
Type shit. God damn. To be real, my thoughts on this whole case, situation, whatever. Honestly, I don't know whose side to really be on. I'm not really on nobody's side. I'll give y'all like a full opinion when the whole situation, like when the case is finalized and he gets his sentence or if he gets let off. Realistically, I'm gonna repeat it again. Was the murder unnecessary? Yes. Was it right to try to double team or press somebody just because they're in your tent? When in reality, he could have just walked in, like he said that he had friends there. He could have just walked in, talked to his friends, just chilled, did what he needed to do, and then just carried on. But for him to say like, "Oh, hit me," like that could F him over too when he's in court. It's very weird, a very sticky situation because it's fucked on both sides. But really, murder, you never want to sit there and murder somebody. For that, I feel like that's a very stupid reason to sit there and end somebody's life. I think that there's way better ways of de-escalating situations coming from somebody that's been in situations, very bad situations, and I was able to de-escalate the situation because I was the bigger man, dropped my ego, and sat there and just talked everything out on my Naruto shit. You feel me? Talk no jutsu looking ass nigga. But that's really my opinion on that situation. If y'all want me to react to any more videos, or if y'all want me to react to anything, just anything, it don't gotta be this. Man, you just follow me on my Instagram and DM me some videos, or you can just comment it on my videos. But that's basically it. Make sure to like this video. Subscribe. I'm gonna repeat it again. Follow me on Instagram and also follow me on Twitch.
Alright, free all baby, man. This one from the heart. My day ones all angels, 120 degrees and threes work all angles. My brother died early, got his halo. My name is sex and then I can't go.